So Gary, congratulations on being appointed as the new Forfar Athletic manager. You've just taken training for the first time. What is your first impressions of the setup here at Station Park and the squad you have to work with?
Well, having been out tonight and watched training, the lads put a real good effort in the first session, which was pleasing. You can see the facilities we've got here at Forfar. It's a well-run club, good facilities to go out and train in. It's now an exciting time for me and the staff that have came up here to try and push on with our league position. It's going to be a real hard job following in Dick's footsteps, but it's something that we're looking forward to.
What attracted you to move here from Airdrie?
Well, I think there was varying things. Having been approached on Thursday by Forfar. The chairman gave me a call on Thursday. I was given permission to speak to the club, which I did then do on Friday. And after speaking to Alistair on Friday and with the call on Sunday, it was something that I thought that what he put forward was for the club was great. Moving forward, and it was great. The feeling that on the phone call on the Sunday that I was wanted to be brought into the club.
Have you been set any targets for the season by the board?
I've been setting no targets. My aim is to win games, which we want to win each and every game. It's not going to happen every single week, but we will do our utmost to put a team out to go and win games. And certainly that's we'll take each game as it comes, one at a time. And we start with a real difficult one on Saturday at home at Dunfermline.
I know you've just met the squad tonight for the first time really, but what areas of the squad do you feel that you probably need to strengthen?
Well, at the minute, there's a squad there that, it's a blank canvas. We've got to give each and every one of the players a chance to prove themselves under us as a new management team, and they'll be given time to do that. Football's a moving picture, and at times it always changes. Players realise that, but we've got to be honest with the players and give them a chance to prove to us that they're worthy to play in the first team on a Saturday.
What style of football do you like the teams to play?
I do like to play attacking football. I like to play with some width in the team, but first and foremost you've got to make them, they've got to be strong defensively. If you don't lose goals, you don't lose games. But at times you've then got to get on the front foot to try and score goals that do win you games. As I say, if you're not conceding, you're not losing, but you must make sure that you're causing defences a problem going the other way, and at least having attempts on goal.
Mm-hmm. How long will that take to implement in the squad that's played under the same manager for so long to implement?
Well, it'll be gradual. We're not going to rush in and make wholesale changes. That's if you look at the squad here, there's a real good squad there, and there's some talented players out there, which, as I said, I've just said, they'll be given the chance to go out and stake a claim for a place in the team. As I say, I'm not going to rush into there's not going to be any wholesale changes in the place, and the lads will get a chance to go and prove themselves before, as I say, it's and if the lads are performing on a Saturday, the lads that get the shirt, it's entirely theirs to keep,
Thanks. Yeah, you've alluded to yourself, you couldn't have asked for a tougher start than here on Saturday with the home game against league leaders Dunfermline Athletic. How quickly will we see Gary Bollan's influence in this squad?
Well, I think it's going to be gradual. It's always difficult, as a new manager coming in. If you look at, you hope you get a reaction to, a positive reaction, and that's what we'll be looking for on Saturday. Now, if we can go and take anything at home against Dunfermline and the league leaders on Saturday, whatever we get will be we'll be setting our stall out to get 3 points. But if we take any from the game, it'll be whatever, a point or 3 points. It'll be a good result at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. You have your first signing playing in goal on Saturday, an old face in these parts, Darren Hill. How vital was it for you to have him on board?
Well, initially after speaking to Big Rob, it was vital that we got a experienced lad in for Saturday for such a big game. Having played against Darren before, I knew the qualities that Darren would bring to the club, and had absolutely you know, no qualms about going and speaking to him to try and bring him in, and fortunately enough Darren's agreed to come in, which I'm delighted with.
That's good, thanks. Finally, what message would you like to give all the supporters of the club as they go into this new era under your control?
I think it's a case of, you know, we're new into the job, you know, they've got the same set of players out there that they've had, and I think it's a case of, you know, getting behind us as a management team, getting behind the players, you know, on a Saturday or a Tuesday, whenever, you know, games are, and encourage them the best they can, because, you know, I know for one that myself and my staff will be getting everything for the touchline, and I'm sure the players that step over that white line on a Saturday, you know, they'll be giving it everything, you know. They're going to make mistakes, we know that, you know, but it's how they react to making mistakes, and, you know, encouragement will do them the world of good, and you know, it's no use of, you know, if punters are getting on the players' backs, for instance, so that you know, it's encouragement is it's massive for the players, and I think it's personal.
Well, Gary, thank you for giving us your time, and we do wish you all the best as you begin your year as
Yes, thank you very much.
athletic manager.
Thank you.